Hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Tomb Raider 1 Remastered. This is 115 speaking, and let me welcome you to a short sweet level called the Colosseum. We are gonna find all 3 secrets, pick up all 14 items, however, kill only 26 out of 27 existing enemies. And that's because there is one bed that will never ever awaken. This is a level design oversight back from the times of the original Tomb Raider 1. The remasters have carried this over, I guess, in order to maintain their vision of preserving the originals. It's unfortunate, this is exactly the kind of thing I would really wish them to update. But yeah, there is one bed that is unkillable. Furthermore, there are no breakaway tiles here. Now, in this level we can essentially unlock 3 achievements. I originally thought only 2, but I found a way to unlock 1 in this level rather than any of the future levels. It's also a very combat and enemy oriented level. 26 enemies for such a small level is quite the amount. Talking about enemies, there are gonna be no new deaths for us to encounter here or anything like that. All the different animals we've encountered in St. Francis Folly already. So that's one lion dealt away with. Let's deal with you as well, sir. And there is a third on the ground floor over here, however, very easily missable. This is, I guess, sort of a archway which serves as a pre-entrance into the arena itself. However, this corridor over here is blocked by rubble, and this one has a lion guarding locked grate. Let's wait for it. Nice, and 2 shotgun shots should just about do it. Unfortunately, this grate can really only be opened from the other side to serve as a shortcut back. By that point, it is completely unnecessary, but there you have it. It will at least give you a sense of progression, you know? Again, I keep saying this over and over in classic Tomb Raiders, but I just absolutely love it when levels loop in on themselves. And just take a look at the photo mode. Yeah, everything was underground in the original. Here we can see some open sky. And they even added this lovely finish of these spiral shapes, the Greek ones, at the top. It is really neat, I like it a lot. Okay, however, it's a bit of a controversial change once we get to the main area itself, because honestly, many people, myself included, preferred it to be underground rather than under open sky. It is prettier, but it therefore makes it a bit less nonsensical that no one has ever found it, right? If it's not completely blocked underground. Anywho, let's pick up a large health pack here that you can barely see. It's really hidden this way. And don't worry, there are going to be no more lions running at you from across these, well, I don't want to call them aqueducts because that's not what they are, but that's the first word that popped into my mind for whatever reason. These ledges, let's just speak in a generic language. Now, around the corner here is an extremely easily missable first secret, and I'd like to show you how to get your greedy Tomb Raiding hands on it, because we gotta have everything. Okay, we took some minor damage. It is actually possible to not do that. I overjumped. You can absolutely get on this tile, it's not slippery, and you would avoid taking damage, but oh well, it's fine. We can still finish this level proper. And there we go, box of shotgun ammunition, which is good, because we wasted the equivalent on the lion inside that initial building. And now, can we make this with, you know what, I'm not gonna risk it. Let's make a running. Yeah, that was probably a smart choice. And on we go from the den of lions into a den of crocodiles. No, Lara, no need. Let's get your pistols out. By the way, this is a level where we are gonna find magnums, the same guns that Pierre Dupont is using, but we're not really gonna get them off of him. By the way, if you miss magnums, you can get them off of him at the last level of Greece. But we're gonna find them in Secret, and it's one that's a really fun jumping challenge. If you are able to reach that secret, you have pretty much mastered standing jumps. Okay, this crocodile is getting a bit annoying, and I don't want to spend all day watching it chase its tail. So I think we should descend into the crocodiles then. Oh. Okay, we should be fine like this, surely. Okay, finally. That took some doing. By the way, when enemies are thrashing down like this on the ground, you cannot walk through them, only once they become perfectly still. That thrashing will sort of repel Lara away, which kind of makes sense. The same thing happened with T-Rex. Inside the crocodile's den is a small med pack, and you can use this ledge to shimmy across the gap and continue the level. However, if you climb into it, you will find yourself in probably the most obvious secret of the game, the second secret. It's not even... they didn't even try to hide it or anything. But there you have it, more shotgun ammunition, which is always welcome. Shotgun is actually universally useful weapon. In certain situations, it will be more useful than the final weapon we find in the game. So I'm a big fan. High risk, high reward weapons are just immensely satisfying to use. Okay, and now we should find ourselves on the other side of the rubble that was blocking the path. And here is the lever that opens this grate. So this way, in case you feel like you might have missed anything, you can go back into the introductory area, but we are not gonna need it. Now, get your guns out, because Pierre Dupont is on the loose. And oh my god, can we just briefly admire this? So, this is what I was talking about. In the original, it had black ceiling, so perhaps it was never intended to be underground, but that's just how we, the fans, have interpreted it to be, right? This time there is a proper skybox, which is obviously a vast improvement. However, I did prefer it to be underground. That's how I just felt it was correct, you know? But now it's an open sky Colosseum. Well, it's rectangular, not round, but, you know, it's just less hidden, that sort of thing. Oh, we can see some of the vegetation, that's pretty neat. Anywho, you have probably already seen him. There is Pierre Dupont running over there. And we want to chase this guy away as soon as possible, because he can dish out some serious damage if we're gonna leave him unchecked. Okay. Now let's fall down in here and fight whatever comes our way. We can absolutely use this pit, by the way, to our advantage. You know, jumping around corners of pits like this, it tends to really slow and confuse the enemies. Okay. By the way, in case you're interested in unlocking all 3 achievements in one playthrough, you should not be killing any of these enemies, but I'm gonna explain that a bit later on. I find that this is gonna make for a much more transparent and easy to understand Let's Play if I do it this way first. Okay, so we almost cleared the arena, but that's not entirely the case. You can, but you don't have to trigger Lion hiding away over there. It's so cute, just the bad intention on its mind, you know? Ah, she's not gonna see me here. Well, she absolutely does see you. So, the moment you approach, he comes running out, which is very good. Cooperates that way. And essentially in this arena over here you have 2 pits. One is full of spikes, the other is safe. By the way, you can safely jump into this pit and avoid spikes by using a certain angled jump, but you would still lose health. I really do not recommend it, and you would skip part of the level, which is what we do not want to do. By the way, interesting thing, so this is an arena, right? Well, in Spanish, arena is the word for sand, which is interesting. There definitely has to be some reason for that. Okay. So there are bloodworks under every arena where cage animals or gladiators used to wait for their fight. Let's enter the first of the 2. And this one will have a lioness on the right over here. We can jump back to this ramp to delay Lara being able to shoot at her out of reach. When you approach, a male lion will come running out of that cage. Perfect, so we got rid of both of them without getting bitten, which is simply awesome. And there are 2 levers here. This opens up the second bloodwork, and this just opens a way out of this one into a pit from which we can climb. Because remember, on the right over here, this is a slippery slope. Not much we can do about that. Oh, and you can probably already hear the lion growling. So, depending on where they are... Well, that might not have been the best choice of climbing, but we should still be fine. There are 3 more lions here, or lionesses. Okay, maybe side flipping across corners is the way to go. See how nicely it confuses them? Oh my god, she still bit us. God damn it. And here I thought I'm so smart. Well, we're still fine. I mean, I guess we're still gonna encounter Pierre Dupont once more in here, and depending on how much damage that guy decides to lash out, we might be in trouble. Oh well. Anywho, into the second bloodworks we go. No lions here, thank goodness, but a fun little timed puzzle. So we need to step on a tile over there, and then both of these gates will open temporarily. What you first want to do, and the quickest way to trigger it and be on your merry way, is via rolling. And now, let's go to the left one and activate this switch over here, which opens a grate inside the bloodwork over here, which is still open because we're so fast. Amazing. Now all you gotta do is trigger this switch, and we can continue deeper into the arena. And that's essentially it. There is a small health pack over here. Only pick it up once you've triggered the switch over there. There's no reason to do it sooner, because then you're just gonna essentially have this great lock in front of your eyes, and when you step on this tile you can easily get out. That's it. I remember struggling with this so much when I was a kid playing Tomb Raider 1 for the first time. I do not know why. Okay. And see, this is the spiky pit we've been admiring from up top, but we can just completely go around the spikes. As simple as that. I know there's an achievement for falling here and surviving in the retro achievements when playing the PlayStation 1 version via DuckStation. That was a bit of a nightmare to pull off. Icor, actually on his channel, makes really good achievement guide videos for, not for the remasters, or at least not yet, that I'm aware of, but for the PlayStation 1 retro achievements version. Oh my god, I am such a moron. I'm gonna see you guys back at that spot. Okay, here we are back again. I was so eager to rush through the level, I actually forgot there are shotgun shells behind the rubble over here that I would have missed otherwise. I mean, we're gonna find ourselves climbing this rubble again, so it's really no biggie, but I wanted to show you where they are sooner rather than later, in case you're hurting for ammunition and you absolutely need to put that shotgun to good use soon. Okay, and this needs a good setup to work. And here we are on the Emperor's balcony. There'll be two monkeys. Well, I shouldn't really say Emperor because we are in Greece, not in Rome, but oh well. So two gorillas. Perfect. And nothing else stands in our way now. So it's really interesting, and it subverts the expectations somewhat, because you see this huge double door and you're thinking, oh, that's something important in there. Actually, not really. There's a small med pack. But it really is hinted at via camera angles in this level, and in future parts that we're going to reach soon, you're going to see what I mean. That's the level exit, but it's actually not. I do like when levels do this, you know. To be fair, that's one of the things that Tomb Raider 4 also did quite well. Anywho. By pressing this lever, we have unlocked door. Now you might be wondering, where on earth is that? Well, fear not, because there is a huge part of the Colosseum we have not yet explored. By the way, this right here, this canal, is the level exit. Okay. So, the arena itself has sort of the balcony for VIP guests, where they can lounge on chairs and that sort of thing. However, surrounding it are 1, 2, 3 towers and a lot of rubble. We don't care about the rubble, we found the shotgun shells there. But now we have unlocked door in this tower. We want to complete the challenge here, so that we unlock the tower over there, complete the challenge there, find magnums, and then finally complete the third challenge there, which will award us with a key we can use to reach the level exit canal over here, okay? And that's it. Everything we do will trigger the appearance of more enemies. So that's something to keep in mind for when we'll be dealing with the Ave Lara achievement. But for now, let's use this conveniently placed piece of rubble to climb back up to the tribunes of the arena. Get your guns out. And here, inside this first corner tower over here, there are 3 beds. They're just so adorable in the modern graphics. Yeah, so they're not perfectly attached to the wall, especially this one, but essentially this is the unkillable bed. It's been the case in the original Tomb Raider, and it is the case here in Remasters. This guy is so lazy, he will never wake up and will forever mess up our kills count. However, Leave Them Sucking Wind achievement does not require you to kill the bat. That's why I think the wording of the achievement is all possible enemies, because they know there is at least one unkillable one. Technically another one, but we'll talk more about that in the last geographical location of the game. And that's it. This guy never wakes up. And some fans have really been digging what's the case. And they've been messing around with the level editor for the original Tomb Raider 1, and there is simply missing trigger to waken him, okay? So unfortunately, that's the 27th enemy we will never kill. Okay, do not climb up until the boulder passes. Wonderful. That's it. There is no small medpack like in the Atlas room in St. Francis Folly. In the pit that the boulder fell into. Okay, and that was the first tower challenge. Now we're heading into the second one, which I think has the most fun challenge in my opinion and the best reward for it. Okay, but whilst doing this, I believe we have summoned a couple of enemies. One of them being Pierre the Pond again, and shortly behind him a lion. Let's leave both of these guys alone. Let's get rid of 2 bats that will ambush us here. And if you're interested in the Au revoir achievement, do not chase Pierre away just yet, because we'll use the magnums for that purpose. Okay, and we should just... Oh, god damn it! I spent a microsecond aligning myself. Okay, well anyway, now that we're here, let's press the lever, and we're gonna give this another go. Okay. We have essentially overcome this room's challenge. Well, not the real one, but this one, and we can continue to the third tower, but what we're really interested in is the secret. You can hear the door opening sound, wonderful, you don't have a second to waste. Ah, there we go, finally. Okay, so took a second attempt, but not a result we should be ashamed of. So as I said, when you master getting into this secret, you will really have mastered the standing jumps. Okay, now how do we get down safely? I think making a standing jump from a higher position can make us overjump. And you know what? I think we should be fine. And now pressing 3 on your keyboard, you will get magnums out. So now the ammunition pile has been replaced by the weapons model, and these things look great. This is what they look like in the original. But they had the N symbol on them, so I guess it was supposed to be the case that these were developed by Netla Technologies, and that's why Pierre, hired by Netla, has them equipped. Well, I really prefer the remastered design. My god, they look chunky. And from this point on, my friends, we will no longer use pistol. Well, in one level, in one specific fight, yes. But I am gonna now initiate the far more interesting than pistols only, the no pistols challenge, and see if there is enough ammunition in the game to sustain us trying to kill every single enemy in the game. Isn't that much more fun challenge than just using pistols? Okay. By the way, you might be wondering how on earth do you open that secret in the first place? This tile under the pillar over here. This is essentially it. It's a bit easier to make out the edges in the original graphics, but essentially this is a tile in between this block and the column tile, but the moment we make another step, we stepped on the column tile. Does that make sense? And this opens up the door. You can probably even hear it in the background. Anywho, now that we have our magnums, let's use them to chase Pierre away, and Au revoir achievement should be ours. Come out, wherever you are. You know what, I'm gonna use the photo mode just to peek around the corner. You know, since I opened that grate, both of them could have... Oh my god. Is Lara shooting the lion or Pierre? Ah, there we go. Make Pierre go away using magnums. So actually, a lot of people, and myself included, thought that this achievement is unlockable 2 levels from now on, but no. You can actually already do it in Colosseum once you get your hands on the magnums. It's pretty great. By the way, important caveat. Do not stop shooting the moment you see the health bar disappear. I know what you're thinking, and I even gave you this advice. To conserve ammunition, you should stop shooting him the moment the health bar disappears. However, this achievement only triggers if you keep shooting at him with magnums once the health bar has already disappeared. I have tested this multiple times. If you only shoot him up until the health bar disappears, you will not get the achievement. I did testing like this in PS4, in PS5, and now I guess we passed our testing in PC. You could have noticed that we got the achievement only after having shot at him a couple of times after the health bar already disappeared. So I think really the way it's scripted and the achievement trigger is that are you shooting at him once he's already trying to run away with magnums? So again, the wording does not really represent the achievement unlocking condition, but it's, I guess, close enough. But just in case you do this, you shoot him up until the health bar disappears and you don't get the achievement, that could be why. It happened to me on PS4 for the first time ever, because I was trying to conserve ammo. You need to keep shooting at him afterwards as well. Maybe even just one bullet is enough, but just to be safe, to have the achievement, I wanted to maintain some sustained fire. Anyway, this is interesting, because using the lever before this water tunnel, we've essentially opened the door that really looks like level exit, but as I explained when we were on that balcony, it is not in fact level exit. The level exit is locked behind a lock, and we just got the key to it, the rusty key. By the way, many people report being unable to see these small rusty keys. It's a problem that's going to be more pronounced in future Grease levels as well. Switch to the original graphics and you will have no difficulty seeing them, right? But again, you will not know if you're playing this blind for your first time when to even switch the original graphics, which is unfortunate. They're so small and grey, they just blend with the environments perfectly, which is a bit unfortunate. Now, there's a gorilla in the arena. However, there is another achievement we want to unlock, so I am not going to kill it. Remember, some enemies, like the gorillas here, can not only climb blocks, but they can even move up and down slippery surfaces, right? So we're gonna use this gorilla for the Fate of Kong achievement, or Kong's Fate, or something like that. Sorry, I never remember the exact names of the achievements in advance, but I'm always putting them on screen. So this is what we're gonna try and unlock, and the best tool to do this with is absolutely the shotgun. If you're lucky, you can even one-shot gorillas with a shotgun. That usually doesn't happen, but even 2 shots should be fine. So we need to find the highest point of this Colosseum, and then land the killing blow there. And the achievement picture might make you think it's somewhere on this rubble or something like that. Well, honestly, the only place I've been able to unlock it is really on these steps over here. The good thing is that the gorilla should be able to climb up here. Oh, there it is. As I told you, they are able to climb on slippery surfaces. And now you just need some patience and wait for it to come here. There is no other way to do this. But as you can see, it can be a bit confused. Maybe let's go lower a bit. Let's encourage it. Maybe it seems like we're too far. Okay. I was a bit reckless there, but it survived the first shotgun shell. So the next one will most likely land a killing blow. Maybe I could even switch to the original graphics, because this is too dark and it's difficult to track the gorilla's movement. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. If it would just want to come here, that'd be absolutely wonderful. Yes, and that's it. I don't know how we hit it from this angle. Kong's Fate, make the gorilla die from the highest possible place. So yeah, I've seen a lot of pellets just ricocheting off the surface of this block here, but I guess 1 or 2 must have made it across and landed the killing blow. So this achievement is really weird, because would you say this is the highest point? I wouldn't. Neither is this. I would say this is the higher point, and for the longest time I was wrecking my brain how to get him here, and I accidentally killed him there, and the achievement unlocked. So then I tried it, that was on PS4, then I tried on PS5, and whoa, the achievement unlocked. And now you can see on Steam it unlocks as well. I assume it's the same for GOG and Epic. Oh, by the way, at the time of me recording this video, it seems that they have downgraded the Epic version of the game back to the same one that's now across all platforms, because that was there early by accident, because that patch, that build, is not yet available. But that then makes me wonder, well, how many drastic visual changes are prepared for that patch, you know? What if by the time the patch is out, all my videos are going to become very outdated? Well, hopefully that will not be the case, because we're still doing a great job unlocking achievements and showing you all the contents and where they are, but it's just one of those things that makes me think, well, what if I was to wait doing these LPs? Would we have a better experience back then? Maybe that's the case, but honestly, I just couldn't wait. And I'm sure just like my original Let's Plays hold up well even after 9 years, even for the remasters, So will the Remaster LP. Now, oh, wait a second. I'm waiting for a monkey that's already dead. We killed the guy. And around the corner over here. Okay, gotcha. So that's it, essentially. And let's check the count. We have found all 3 secrets, all 14 pickups, and we are at 25 out of 27 kills. That means we need to kill 1 more enemy, and that's gonna be a crocodile over here. This is a tricky one. It's kind of the worst case scenario whenever you're trying to kill an underwater enemy. And we're gonna face more of these, unfortunately, in Tomb Raider 2. Because we really only have 1 square from which we can shoot at the beast. And that's really not optimal. But let's lure it in. And I would not even risk a shotgun, because our pellets can scatter wherever. But instead, the magnums. But... okay. By the way, this entire time, I'm holding the action key. I have not released it since. That means the next time the crocodile is gonna come up here, Lara's gonna start firing. Awesome, we did it! Ah, finally, we killed our final enemy. So you can press this switch over here, which will open an underwater grave, allowing you to swim to the next level. Before the water current really sucks us in, I am going to save the game here. And let's see the final statistics. Okay, took us a bit more than St. Francis Folly, from the in-game time at least. We have, however, found all 3 secrets, picked up all 14 goodies, and killed 26 out of 27 enemies, which is the highest number possible, and also it is sufficient for the all kills achievement, thankfully. No breakaway tiles here, and we avoided using medpacks. And from this point on, except for 1 single fight in the game, we are gonna be using no pistols, only ammunition spending from now on. That should make things a bit more exciting, in my humble opinion. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. There is no Death's Gauntlet after this, because there are no new deaths to unlock in this level. However, if you are interested in the Ave Lara achievement, please stick around, and I'm going to show you how to do it via a separate playthrough. And it's going to be a great practice for the time trial achievement too. In case you're not interested in that case, the next time I'm going to see you guys is in my absolute most favorite level of the entire game, and that's Palace Midas. And we're back in the main menu. In case you guys are still sticking around, I'm assuming you are interested in the Ave Lara achievement, where she will sentence 10 animals to death from her VIP balcony section. That is so much like Lara. This is another case where I feel having those level end saves is really handy. So let's load up St. Francis Folly just so we can give Colosseum a fresh start. And I'm gonna take you step by step through the steps you need to take in case you're interested in the achievement. And pretty much skipping everything else like optional kills, pickups, goodies, secrets, that sort of thing. One optional thing I am going to partake in is getting the 3rd secret with magnums again, just because shooting all those animals with magnums is going to make our life easier. But I feel like setting up this achievement is a really good practice for the time trial, in case you're interested in beating the game under 5 hours, because, you know, we no longer have to engage with any of the pickups, any of the kills, well, most of them anyway, any of the secrets. We just need to meet the level exit as soon as possible, right? So this is a good practice for that. Now, most of the animals we're going to encounter I'm going to ignore, and those that are part of the achievement I'm going to ignore up to a point and then sort of kill them all at the very end, alright? We made it across the intro area, we are now gonna just shimmy across the crocodile's den. We don't care about anything or anyone in here, just ourselves. As it should be, right, Lara? I bet you think that way. Okay, and now we are gonna find ourselves in the arena proper, besieged by Pierre, whom we're also gonna ignore up to a point, and actually us getting the magnums is gonna be another good opportunity to unlock the Au revoir achievement, in case you haven't yet done that. But he's there on that side, so let's drop immediately into the arena. By the way, there is a very tricky jump you can do to reach the balcony sooner, but I don't recommend it because you will avoid triggering a lot of the animals, so there really isn't the point. Let's immediately press the switch on this side for a way out. And let's get to that one to unlock... Oh my god! What the hell was that? Second Bloodworks. It's like they sometimes land a critical hit, I do not understand. Anyway, these two lions, by the way, you can kill, because they will never make it to the arena from the Bloodworks, unfortunately. That would make our lives easier. But I'm not killing them just to save up time and, you know, not to waste your time trying to reach the proper positioning. Now, if you are not shy of using some speedrunning tricks, you can jump into the spiky pit and avoid doing this time challenge in its entirety, but I want to show you, you know, safer, more reliable way of tackling this. So again, we're gonna go through the time challenge. But by now you know what to do, and we're not even interested in pickups, so we don't have to engage with the small Medi in this room either. And that's essentially it. We have opened up a path to the Spikes pit. Again, I'm having a strong sense of deja vu. It's like we've been here before, just a while ago, haven't we? Okay. There we go. So again, if you were to make a safety jump into this pit, you could have just saved up a whole minute and bypassed that timed challenge, but it's not like we're doing a time trial now. I'm really just trying to be as efficient as humanly possible. But we need to get into the balcony to trigger the tower challenges. And we do need to do the tower challenges because one of them has a lever which opens a room with a small med pack that causes 2 gorillas to spawn. And another has a key that once we pick up will cause 1 additional gorilla to spawn. By the way, as it pertains to these gorillas, they're not part of the achievement, simply because they're not in the arena, and as such they do not count, so you can do away with them to minimize the risk of them pushing you off the balcony at the most inconvenient time, okay? Okay, and inside is a switch that will initiate the Towers challenge. Now, what I was thinking for this achievement is that we do not actually need to pick up the rusty key that opens up the level exit, because we're not interested in reaching the level exit here, right? However, you do need the key to really spawn all the enemies, and I learned it the hard way after multiple unsuccessful attempts of doing this achievement without picking it up, trying to think, oh, I'm just being efficient and saving up time. Yeah, the swan dive was probably not the best idea. Anywho, and I can smell Pierre approaching us. God damn it. You know what? I bet Pierre is an adoring fan of Lara, but he's so obsessed that she never wrote back that he just decided he's gonna shoot her. I bet that's what's happening. That actually makes this really terrifying. Imagine being locked in some ancient ruin full of dangerous animals with someone who is obsessed by you and wants to kill you. Oof. Well, this Tomb Raider game just took a darker turn. Anywho. Let's open a small med pack. By the way, 9 on the keyboard is for large health pack and 0 is for small health packs. And I do need to make a correction. I have said in my Tomb of Kolopek video that there are no hotkeys or shortcuts for equipping weapons on consoles. That is actually not the case. There are, if you hold the inventory button and then you press X, circle, square or triangle, Lara will equip one of the 4 weapons in this game. Now I cannot really demonstrate that on the PC version, but just try it out for yourself. It's a new feature the remasters have... What the hell was that, Lara? It's a new feature remasters have added that was not explained anywhere outside of, think, of the Aspir page, where some of the new features were explained, but I feel like they really should have explained this somewhat in the game, or at least in the controls menu or something like that. Okay, there's our magnums, which is gonna make our life easier from the balcony. And let's just open up the final challenge. I almost killed Lara over there. That would not be good. Okay, standing jump for the win. Get those magnums out. No, magnums, Lara. By pressing 3 on the keyboard, and let's chase Pierre away. Again, if you haven't unlocked Au revoir achievement, this is another opportunity for you to do it, in case you decided to get those magnums out. Well, it definitely would have unlocked now if we wouldn't have it yet. Okay. And again, this is the place where I made a mistake in a couple of my attempts for this achievement. I pressed the switch and then rushed back. That's not enough. We do need to get the key to really unlock the 10th enemy in the arena. So that, unfortunately, involves pushing block. Yay, and makes this whole ordeal that much longer. Yep. Okay. But maybe now you understand why I really just wanted to separate this achievement from playing and enjoying the level properly 100%. Again, it is possible to do it, because you can still afford to do all the kills. But unless you know and can appreciate what triggers the appearance of certain enemies and essentially which ones you need to leave alive for a while, I think my Let's Play would have been an absolute mess for this level. That's why I really wanted to separate it. And now upon seeing these locations for the second time, hopefully it's less confusing. Okay, now we can absolutely go back, and now we'll essentially see if all our hard work setting all this up will pay off or not. But I see no reason why it shouldn't, since we got the key and should have unlocked another gorilla in the arena. Okay. I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna drop right into it and run across all the animals that we so painfully collected in one place whilst popping medpacks. There you monkeys are. Remember, there are still 2 gorillas missing because we have not yet picked up the small medpack behind the door, so we're gonna do that. But hopefully we had 8 animals on screen. I'm sorry, I was not able to count that quickly. Maybe you guys were, or if you post the screen you're already able to tell me if I'm wrong or not. But I'm gonna do this wishing for the best. So, let's make another extremely ridiculously dangerous jump to the balcony, knowing that either of the 2 monkeys can push us down, because they can climb these slippery slopes. There it is, there it is. Whoa! In the original Tomb Raider 1 controls, where the jump sensitivity was reduced, I don't think we would have made that jump. Okay, and now for the grand finale. The final step in our master plan. Pick up this medpack, and we should now reap the fruits of our labor. Lara, are you ready? Get your magnums out. Now, count with me how many enemies we will kill from the balcony, but the moment we stop at 9, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, that is 1. Second. Third. Fourth. Guys, I'm gonna need you to come closer if I'm to kill you. We're shooting at number 5. Number 5 is down, and number 6, 7, 8. Okay, I see number 9 and 10, they are there. Please come closer, number 10. There we go. Ave Lara, stand in Emperor's box and sentence 10 animals on the arena to death. Again, even the devs are calling it Emperor's box, but this was Greece, not Rome. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, despite all that, the 2 lions inside these bloodworks will always remain here. It seems that these cannot make it across the slippery slopes like gorillas can, okay? But anyway, what matters is that we have unlocked all the achievements possible in the Colosseum level. Guys, hopefully this guide was useful. This is how I'm consistently able to do it. Make it to the arena proper, make it to the bloodworks to trigger more animals in here. And very important thing, once you unlock the 3rd and final challenge, pick up the key because you'll spawn an extra gorilla and press the switch to open the double doors there to get your hands on a small medpack, because that will spawn the appearance of 2 more gorillas in the arena. So with these 3 gorillas and overall accumulated 7 animals in here, you should be golden. Thank you guys for your patience, I hope you find it useful, and I'm gonna see you next time in my absolute favorite, Palace Midas.